皆さん、こんばんは。私はマラトアンナです。今日はね、プレネットをプレイしますね。Hello everyone, I'm Maratto Anna, and for today we're going to play Planet Zoo. Hope you will like it. ゆうじさん、待機ありがとう。皆さんも待機ありがとう。もぐささん、こんばんは。来てくれてありがとうございます。Welcome to my live stream. まずはね、練習モードをしましょう。So first thing first, I think we should start from the tutorial. Hello, welcome back. Welcome to my live stream. So, for me, I really like Vtuber or 動物園。動物園ですね。本当に好きですよ。花は。
The only person who calls me Bernard is my wife. And even then, only when I've tracked elephant dung into the carpets. As you know, I own several zoos.
So I hear this one is weaving all the
This is the first
zoo
and a source of great pride
pronunciation.
and pride.
Weaving all this kind of simulator. This one got a better detail
But we're in the middle of a
when
big renovation.
talking
And that's where
about
you come in.
animal,
Our old contractor had to retire after developing a fur allergy. Poor devil
like a
gets sneezed
habitation,
infections of the lion
a
habitat.
conditional animal,
So,
and the
it's up to
model.
you to finish everything off. Don't
Say,
worry though, I'm not
say,
completely throwing you in at the deep end. My head keeper, Nancy Jones,
元
will
気
be
の
lending a
感じ
helping
で
hand.
すか？
Oh, she's a hard worker,
花はと
and
て
she'll
も元
expect
気で
you
す
to be
よ。
too. But
マ
I'm
ス
sure
ク
you'll
さ
get along
ん、
like a house
来て
on
くれて
fire.
ありがと
Even
うご
better,
ざいます。
one that isn't on
Welcome,
fire. Less shouting that way.
welcome to my live stream.
Hello there. From that rosy, fresh face of yours, I'm guessing you're Bernie's new hire. Good. Now,
I have
hope
been
you're ready to
interested in
take your
this
diploma
game, but
because we're
never
about to get
played.
really hands-on. But before we begin the real work, how about we familiarize you with the zoo by learning how to fly around
The
it
zoo.
and meeting some of our beautiful animals. We'll start by popping over and having a look-see at the grizzly bears in their
ファ
habitat.
ビアンさん、こんばんは。こんがとう。来てくれてありがとうございます。I have been interested in this game, but never played. では、アンナと一緒に楽し
Did you know
楽しみま
that
しょう。
grizzly bears, also known as Ursus arctos horribilis, can hibernate for up to 7 months a year? Oh, but then again, given the chance, I think a lot of people would do that too.
かわいい、かわいい。
Select one of the bears
ク
and
マ
it'll
さん
bring
で
up
す
its
ね。
information panel. This is where you can find out all kinds of information about your animal. The most important thing being its overall welfare. You'll learn
Overall
more about
welfare.
animal welfare
こ
today
れ
as
で
we
す
go
ね。
through your objectives. But for now, let's enjoy this magnificent
難
animal.
しい
Why
ぞ
don't you select the camera at the
ちょっ
bottom
と
of its information panel?
いろいろな数字がありますね。お
See now, this is a fantastic way to get a close look at your animals.
Yeah,
You can also get this view of an
definitely.
animal by simply double
か
clicking on it.
わいい。
Okay, when you're ready, let's pop over to the other side of the zoo and take a look at the lions. I've marked their location for you to find.
Lions? No, I'm gonna stay here with the bear. And you have a friend. Is that your wife? Which one is the... Maybe you try. You are male? Female? So there's a couple here. We could breed more in our zoo, right? So we're now checking a lion.
Panthera Leo Leo, or the West African lion to you and me.
Yes.
Lions are the most social of the big cats, and there can be as many as 40 lions in a pride, although prides of that size are pretty rare. As Bernie would say, those lions
40
are
lions
awesome,
in a
which
pride.
is precisely why I handle the training instead these days. Anyway, how about we get started on those objectives? Come on, let's head over to an empty habitat and see what needs doing there.
Okay. Empty habitat. こちですね。
As you can see, it's a lovely space for animals, but it's missing a certain something. Well, two somethings. Warthogs. So I'd like you to adopt a pair of them. To adopt
So I'm
animals,
actually
you need to
learning.
open the animal market, which is
I'm
in the
actually
animal
learning
trading section.
Animals English. It's nice. Animal
There we are,
trading.
a pair of perfectly splendid warthogs for our zoo. Just click on them and select Adopt from the side menu. Normally, the animal exchange would be full of animals, but I've emptied out the market while you learn how it works. The last thing I need is you accidentally ordering a dozen elephants. When you adopt an animal, it's automatically placed in the trade centre, where they're held until you're ready to move them into their habitat, which, as it happens, you are. So how about you move them into their new home?
Yeah,
When you ask
ready.
for an animal to be moved into a habitat, your caretakers will go to the trade centre, collect your animal, and deliver them to your selected habitat. I've marked the trade centre's location, so let's go and watch the caretakers in action.
Trade center.
Well, as you can see, those caretakers don't hang about. They'll move those animals to their destination as fast as possible. Of course, normally we'd have to place the animals into quarantine before moving them
As
into a
fast as
habitat.
possible.
But
Come
I am
on,
sure
don't
you're a
run.
person of good standing
Don't
that
run.
these warthogs are in the very rudest of health. Right, let's get the warthog's habitat finished up so we can keep them nice and happy. You
Should
see,
we run like
each animal
that?
in the zoo has an overall welfare statistic, basically how happy they are. And that
And you have a
overall
warthog
welfare
inside?
statistic is
And you're
itself
running like
comprised
that?
of 4 different areas: nutrition,
Eh?
social health, habitat, and enrichment. Luckily, if you select an animal, you'll bring up their animal welfare information panel, which we saw earlier, where you can see
What the hell
that
is
way,
that?
you'll know exactly what areas need to be addressed. Don't worry if that's a lot to remember. You can always check the Zoopedia for more information.
Superior, you say?
Let's start by making sure we're taking care
We
of
even
the
need a
warthog's
superior
nutrition
in this
welfare.
game?
To do this, we'll need to place a food station and a drinking station. Now, each animal requires a different type of feeding station. And for the warthogs, it's a small feeding trough. So let's add one of those and a water bowl.
Station. Small. So I think we can play any place anywhere we like. But this game definitely has lots of detail. Whoa. So he can let you build those things like easier. You can align them with the easy way. Oh, we already got a full station. What now? Visiting prayer? What? I think it's other prayers avatar. We can list other people's rules. I think. So what now? Hmm? Water? Maybe?
Animals also require stimulation to keep them happy. Let's add a lovely mud bath for the warthogs to roll around in. That bath will count towards their enrichment welfare, specifically their toy enrichment welfare.
Monetize, you say.
Oh, nice work. You've got a knack for this, I see. Now, our contractor had to leave in a hurry, so this place is in a feral state. Unfinished thingamajigs and whatsits all over the shop. But the first thing we need to finish is the ostrich habitat. It's over near the
Ostrich
hippos.
habitat. Near the hippo. This?
Oh, before we actually start building our ostrich habitat, let's pause the game. Just click the pause button in the bottom right corner.
Right? Right?
That's more like it. A quick break. Sometimes it's a good idea to pause the game whilst you're doing something which requires your concentration, because it'll stop the zoo spinning out of control while you're looking the other way. Let's keep the game paused while we get this ostrich habitat built. Okay, job number 1 here is to add a habitat gate before we complete the barrier. Every habitat needs a habitat gate. After all, how else would the keepers get in and out? Just make sure it's hooked up to the path so the keepers can reach it.
Habitat gate, a barrier. So, put a gate around this
Right,
train.
let's complete the perimeter barrier so we can adopt us some ostriches. I've marked out an area for you to use, so I'd like you to finish off the perimeter using the brick barrier.
Use break only. One minute shorter. No. What?
Good work! Remember, before you can place animals in any habitat, it has to have a full loop of connected barrier. Now, you've probably noticed that guests can't actually see into this habitat at the moment. At least not without a stepladder. But seeing as they're banned, I'd like you to select a piece of barrier and swap out the brick for a glass barrier, so the guests can see in.
How do I? How? If you do it like this. Wait, why is it still black? I would have changed to a glass. Are you kidding me?
There we go. Adding in more windows gives guests even more opportunities to see the animals in a habitat. It's always best to make sure the guests can get a good view into a habitat from the path they're walking on, because it makes them happy.
You see
And because
the
this would be a pretty
glass
terrible zoo if
effect?
we couldn't. The
And this
last
guy
thing
is
we need
burning
to do is to add a donation box.
This guy
You
is
see, when
burning
guests enjoy the
my
view of an
computer.
animal, they'll make a donation. Just make sure you put them in easy-to-reach places, like near a viewing point. Donation boxes are one of the main sources of income for the zoo, so make sure you remember them.
컴퓨터와 아들이 엉덩이 다이죠ですか? Donation box society. 그거.
Now, before we adopt our ostriches, you should click the play button. After all, if the game's paused, then so are our caretakers, which will make it a bit tricky for them to deliver the ostriches, eh? By the way, as well as pausing the game, you can speed the game up by clicking on the fast forward button. It'll run everything at 2 times and 5 times faster. It can be useful, especially if you're waiting for money to accumulate or for animals to be delivered to a habitat.
Of course.
Personally, I use it when I'm waiting for a brew to finish. All right, you've finished the habitat, so it's high time we adopted those ostriches, don't you think?
Ostriches. No, Ken. Where's my training center again? Where's my... No, not soup. Animal trading? Okay. You are definitely more expensive. I think you should be alright. It's a female, so why not we find a male to play with him or play with her? Okay. Let's use fly tie. 5倍の速度でプレイします。お、早い早い。Silly maybe? Nah, I don't need them. I could just go by myself. Where is our quest? Or everything? What happened now? So many charts and lists. How do I take it all this thing? How do I take it all this thing? Why? Criminal? Why? I can also adjust the time you are opening hours. Are you crazy? But where is our objective? I need 4 of that. 4つの必要がありますね。では、
While we wait for them to be collected by the caretakers and brought to the habitat, you should get it ready for them. Add a suitable feeding station, water station, and an appropriate food enrichment item. It's often best to place things like enrichments and feeding stations near to the habitat perimeter so guests can get a really good view of the animals.
New animal? New animal? A new animal? Tapira! こんばんは。こいつはタピワですね。よちょっとどこでいたの？本当に綺麗ですね。So in this case now on sale, let's buy by scan. I only buy the deluxe edition. And with a base scan, I didn't buy any of the DLC because they are still expensive. I mean, not that expensive actually, but the sale rate is a little bit lower than the others, so I really want to play the base game first and maybe see all you guys. Reaction.
Oh, good to see the ostriches have somewhere they can really stretch their legs.
Statue lion.
They can actually
Broxton.
run at 43 miles per hour? Oh, heaven forbid they ever escape. The speed camera fines alone would bankrupt us.
Well, Bernie certainly seems impressed. Did you do his speed camera joke? Every time you get an ostrich.
子供ですか？
Now we've made the ostriches' lives a bit better. Let's do the same for the keepers, shall we? To make it easier for the keepers to feed the ostriches and hippos, we should build a new keeper hut. Keeper huts are where the keepers prepare the food for animals. So they should
Keeper
be placed near to
huts?
the habitats to make sure the keepers don't waste their time walking when they should be looking after the animals.
Keeper
You'll need to
hut.
rotate the keeper hut to get it to connect up to the path.
Rotating. 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 Oh. Okay.
This keeper hut only has space for one keeper, but the larger keeper hut can allow multiple keepers to prepare food at the same time. Oh, but bear in mind that keeper huts and other staff facilities shouldn't be placed near to areas where there are lots of guests. Guests don't like seeing facility buildings and it can affect their happiness. Negatively. In
We
case
got a
that
trend
wasn't clear.
here.
Something that all facilities, shops, and a whole host of other objects need is power. And that obviously includes your newly built.
Hello guys! Do you guys
Place the
enjoy
transformer
around?
next to it, shall we?
What next? What next? Power keep it up. Alright.
Now,
Transformer.
The reason everything has gone blue is because you're using the power heat map. This map allows you to see what is and what isn't powered in your zoo. So once you've placed your transformer, you can click in the bottom left to turn the heat map off. Lovely work. Now the keepers can start using the hut to prepare food, and thanks to where you've put it, they won't need to walk very far to deliver it to the ostriches and hippos. Let's get on to your next objective then. Bengal tigers. We want to adopt some, but I'm afraid there's nothing ready for them yet. Head on over to the plot of land I've marked out. It's not too far away. Righty, your next job is to build a habitat from scratch.
From
And concrete and
scratch,
glass, I expect. So go ahead and build it. Just make sure that the habitat includes that big hole we've dug. Oh, and don't forget to add a habitat gate to the barrier.
Okay, so
Oh,
I need to...
and make sure the guests will be able to see the tigers.
Definitely, don't worry about that. Yeah, maybe we should use concrete because it's tiger. I can't even decide how high the wall should be. Maybe 4 meters? It's tiger inside. 虎ですね。もっと高いの壁の必要がありますね。So it should be like this. And gate. We should put a gate around some. Maybe here.
Now that the habitat is in place, don't forget to put down a donation box near to your viewing areas. We need every dollar we can get. Especially as these tigers aren't exactly eating instant noodles for lunch.
But I can make the wall become glasses. Okay. And how did I destroy a building I don't need? どうすればいいの Help! くです。Oh. Gas barrier? No, not bad. No, gas barrier. Basic. Come on. Barrier. Habitat. Barriers? Barrier types. Gates? No. Barrier editor option. Adding windows could be a good idea. How do I do it? I think we cannot. Is this a park simulator? Yes, it is. You can build your own zoo. Zoo? 自分の、動物園を立ちますの、こともできますね。こんな感じですね。Now we are trying to build a habitat for our tiger. But I don't know how to. I already knew about heights, but how do I? No barrier, no. Escape, no. Activate barrier, no, definitely not. And my computer is so hot. It's so hot. What should I do? I cannot change it to glasses. And the system didn't say me. Never mind. I think we're still playing tutorial. We don't need to worry
that's
about
the habitat
it.
boundary complete, the habitat gate in place, and most importantly, the tigers won't be able to jump out of it anymore. I think it's time we adopted those tigers.
Another place to new Bengal tigers. Bengal. Oh. Tiger is expensive. It's like 25 times more than a golden. I forgot their name already. You don't know drawing things?
Whilst our trusty caretakers
Let's
collect
try
and
drawing
deliver the
birds.
tigers, let's take a look at preparing the habitat for their arrival. We'll start with the basics. Add a suitable feeding station for them.
Of course, why not? Food. Food tray, large.
This time, instead of adding a water bowl, let's try something different. Some animals need a pool in their habitat so they can go for a swim, but they can also use it to drink from. All you have to do is make sure the banks of the pool have a gentle slope so they can easily get a nice, refreshing drink. There's already a pool excavated, but you still need to fill it with water. You should do that by going into terrain and selecting the water tool.
Terrain. Terrain. Water. Select water. Raw water. Calm water.
Yes, that'll do nicely. Of course, just like the warthogs and ostriches, these tigers will also need some enrichment. Why don't you add some suitable toy and food enrichment items into their habitat?
Frozen bra pumpkin. Bra pumpkin. Maybe with animal organs.
Okay, it's really starting to take shape. Now, the tigers will need a shelter in their habitat so they can hide from the guests, or more likely the bad weather. Although given that we're in England, you might want to think of that just as normal weather. Go on, add a shelter to their habitat. You can either build one from various suitable bits and bobs, or if you like, just pop down the blueprint that I've already built for you.
Okay, that's a shelter. What now? What next? 次は Hot shelter welfare to 60%, so it may be bigger. We made bigger one. Wondering. Maybe we build just another one so they fix the problem. Wait. Also, status of this phrase. It's the habitat. There's no animals. Terrain. I put 2 shelters. Why? Why? Tell me why. Maybe replay that
Okay,
one.
it's really starting to take shape. Now, the tigers will need a shelter in their habitat so they can hide from the guests, or more likely the bad weather. Although given that we're in England, you might want to think of that just as normal weather. Go on, add a shelter to their habitat. You can either build one from various suitable bits and bobs, or if you like, just pop down the blueprint that I've already built for you.
Yeah, I already have one. I built 3. What do you want from me? Maybe wait until they send the tigers? Oh my. Hello guys, are you welfare? Habitat?
Oh,
See?
poor Dabs. I'm sure it can't have escaped your attention that the tigers look a bit miffed. That's because they aren't too keen on the type of terrain in their habitat. Select a tiger and bring up its information panel. Rightio, click on the terrain tab. That way you can read the
we
terrain
need some more
information and see how they feel about the different types
soil
of terrain.
and
That'll tell you
brands.
what the tigers need more of or less of in this habitat.
Okay.
Okay then, open the terrain editing tool, select painting, and give them some more soil. Yes, that should help with the habitat part of their welfare.
Soil is right. It's okay right now. See some long grass. I need this grass. Need more grass short. Okay. I didn't see that. This is what we should do.
They say
Good
that
wing
good fences
house.
make good neighbors. I guess that's doubly true when one of the neighbors is a Bengal tiger. Still, those tigers look so happy that I doubt they'd leave, even if you did poke a hole in their fence.
Oh,
Oh, but for heaven's sake, don't test that theory.
Right, let's head over to the Indian peafowls. I've been told that we need to improve their social welfare.
where? What? Huh? Social welfare?
Now then, just find one of the peafowls and select them to open their information panel. Then we can have a good gander at how they're doing. Although technically, I suppose
Peafowl,
gandering is
you
a
say?
piece. Expand their social welfare, and we can get a bit more detail.
Social welfare?
Now, they've clearly got plenty of space, and they're not
Welfare?
stressed, but it looks like their social group isn't quite right. So let's find out more. Click on the social tab at the top of their information panel to see what's wrong.
Ah.
As you can see, the peafowls need their population to be larger. To solve this little problem,
So you
need
guys
to adopt
want more
3
friends?
female peafowls. Off you pop to the animal market then.
I'm not friends. Girlfriend. You need more girlfriend, you say? Okay. I will take care of it for you. That
Good
should be
work on
done.
those peafowls. I expect they'll be delivered soon. But sadly, it sounds like our snow leopard is a bit grumpy. Let's head over there and see what's wrong with her.
Snow what? Could you pronounce that again? Here I...
Just like people, animals can suffer from stress if things aren't quite right. You know, like when you see someone put in the milk before the tea bag. In the case of these snow leopards, they're a bit
Pouring
stressed
milk
by the lack
before
of
tea
privacy.
bag?
You can lower their
How
stress
people
levels by
are
swapping out the
laughing?
normal
How
glass
people
bag
allow
you buy
laughing?
for one-way glass. It's not a cheap option, but I think they're worth the expense, don't you? This will give the snow leopards somewhere to go when they want to get away from the prying eyes of the guests.
It's a two-way glass now. So, when this cat... Sorry, I cannot pronounce that. I hope this cat will have some pronounce things in animal encyclopedia for me. Oh, I may have some big trouble. So when when she hiding here, she can still see through the glass. So the stress is higher. Definitely scary. One-way
Of
glass.
course, when an animal isn't in its natural
Oh,
biome, it's probably
that's
going to be too hot or
nice.
too cold. Unsurprisingly for the snow leopards, it's too hot. Even with the terrible
Snow
British weather,
leopard.
you should help cool it down by adding some coolers to their habitat. But let's start by opening up the temperature heat map and having a look-see at the temperature in the leopard's habitat.
Temperature heat map. Where? Huh? What did you just say? Can you say that
Of course, when an
again?
animal isn't in its natural biome, it's probably going to be too hot or too cold.
This one?
Unsurprisingly for the snow leopards, it's too hot. Even with the terrible British weather, you should help cool it down by adding some coolers to their habitat. But let's start by opening up the temperature heat map and having a look-see at the temperature in the leopard's habitat. As you can see, we already have one cooler in there. Let's pop some more down and get as much of the habitat as chilly as we can. Luckily for us, this habitat already has power, but you'll need to make sure of that in the future. Just so you know, if any part of a habitat is powered, then the whole habitat will be powered.
Cooler. Maybe we'll put a cooler. This. And this. How many I need to add 3 more. Will be fine.
You can find heat maps for all sorts of helpful things, so do be sure to explore them and make good use of them.
So
It'll
let's
take a
see
little
if the
while for the
cooler
temperature
working.
to adjust once you've added coolers or heaters, but now we've got the coolers in,
Yeah,
we
the
can
cooler
address
is
the
not
leopards'
working.
terrain welfare. You see, what the leopards really want in here is snow and rock, so let's make that happen.
赤さん、聞いてくれてありがとうございます。Hello, welcome, Rap. We are now playing Pregnant Food. As you know, or you may not know, Anna really likes zoo and aquarium. Always like to go to this place to see this pretty animal or fishes. See? It's so detailed, right? You can even check inside the mouth. And so this game is not burning my computer. Maybe not 5 times, 1 time listen you. See? かわいいですね。Isn't she cute? Yeah, this game is so good. I don't even need to build a zoo. I really enjoy this game. Did I just do an aquarium? Well, then you really like my Twitter? あ、そうですか? I mean, I've been to your Twitter for a few times, but I didn't notice everything about that. Sorry about my memories. I kind of suffer from memory losing these days. You know, the storage space for Anna, for her storage unit is already full. Of course, animal. Okay, let's go to next mission and see what we need to do. I didn't know anything in a while. Ah, so this guy. Yeah, so I think that's the reason. So what now? Increase terrain welfare to 100%. Okay, so we need to check what you need. Hello. What you need? Where to go? Less grass, no. More snow, so we can use snow to cut some grass, I think.
Now then, all of that should give you a pretty good understanding of how to make animals happy. So I'd like you to go and check on all the other animals in the zoo and fix up any issues with their habitats. That'll increase the average welfare of the animals across the whole zoo. And that average welfare is a very important
I'm
statistic.
sure we'll do it right now.
Now, to
Okay,
quickly see
I will
how
go
all
check
your animals are
later.
doing in the zoo, you
From
should go
time
into
to
zoo
time, I post
management
animal
and then
pictures
into the
for a
animals
farm I work
section.
at. Ah, so this guy, Yo. That's nice. So,
As you can see,
our
this
animals?
list shows you the animal's overall welfare. So if something's amiss, then you can quickly pop over to them using
We
the locate
got
button.
a lot of things in
And
here.
not for a
Have we got
couple, while
some
you make
timber
sure all
wall?
the animals are well looked after.
Now, moving animal? I need to make that. Increase average habitat species overall welfare to 90%. Okay, as you wish. Oh, we can use this one. So, need more longer breath, need more stand. Here you are. Tyrion. And more stand. 5 stand, be fine. Longer breaths. Okay, good. You guys should be fine, right? And hot shelter. You guys don't have any hot shelters, eh? How will that thing happen to you? Hot shelter. Fighting. No, not fighting. Hot shelter. Maybe this? And another one? Very good for you. Shelter space practically insufficient to cover all animals? Huh? So that's how about a metal basic shelter? Oh. I think we figure out that problem. Hope you like turtles. Yes, I like turtles. You know, as a rat, I think you definitely need 4 turtle friends. And those friends definitely like to eat pizza. But Anna is not a ninja, it's not a martial art master. So maybe our turtle friend won't eat pizza. Oh, still have to take care. Wait, you still got problem? I think this place is boring, say. Right, let's figure out how to fix the problem for you guys. Happy day! Enrichment! Which enrichment you need? Spaces food and toy. So which is for turtle? Why they showing everything? Filter? Species? You guys are double giant turtles. This one. Bag of frozen fish? It's a bag of frozen fish, you say? Fish is not fruit. Yeah, I misread. Fruit. What? What happened? Disease? Why? Cleanliness? It's too dirty. I think right here. How do I fix this problem? Go mechanical. Go wait. Goalkeeper. Go plan. Fix the problem right now. I pay for you. You should finish it for me. Wait, why you guys become happy now? What's happened? Let's go. Let's chat. What happened? More short grass, more long grass. That's so you so just grass. Grow more grass. To fix this problem. Okay, how about that? And enrichment once again. Enrichment. Enrichment for the liberal. Filter. What is your full name?
Not bad. Not bad at all. I think it's fair to say that you've passed the first part of your training with flying
Stay in
colours.
this room.
Let's
Mom,
do it.
read another mail. I want to go to other place. I want to build my own.
Lots more to learn, but
I want to start to build my own. Or should we keep playing tutorial? Eye of a tiger. A brooding candy lake, the side of a Memphis wildlife park, was chosen for its outstanding use of natural beauty. In giving you this opportunity, what? Has done you a great honor, so it's time to repay the trust that he's praising you and doing proud. So what's the thing? The main thing? Didn't say that. Eight? Maybe we should go the Eye of Tiger first, shall we? You know what? Stop playing this kind of game. When there's too much, too many, language using scenario. I can't speak in Japanese anymore. Wow, this place is so pretty.
China. I got a bit of good
You know, in
news,
our
better
country,
news situation.
where I live,
The
we
good
don't really
news
have such a
that
good
I'm
view.
promoting you to apprentice
Only
zoo
have a
manager.
few.
The better news is you get to build a new zoo from scratch. That said,
I
you
can
will be
build
on your own
a new
this time.
zoo from
No help from
scratch, you
Nancy,
say?
although she wishes you luck. So,
What do
I
this guy?
suppose it's actually more of a good
Say
news,
hello,
better news, and then slightly worse news
Tatsumasa.
situation. Either way,
Yo.
it's a chance for you to really prove yourself. Now, for this zoo,
Should I really
I'll
try
want
to
to
do
see
this
a good
right
few
now?
different habitat and exhibit species, and at least as many guests to look at them. I'd also like you to keep your staff nice and happy as much as you can. And obviously the same's true of the animals as well. Oh, and let's see. Yeah, you should try to turn a good-sized profit to boot, so we can continue our vital work elsewhere. There. That should keep you going for a while. I'll check in with you later. Good luck.
Okay. Let's do it. Have at least 3 habitat species in a zoo. Have at least 175 guests in a zoo. More attractive animals attract more guests, of course. Ooh, this place is big. And how fun is it with not much? Quarantine small. Keeper hut small. Staff room small. Animal Trade Center. So this thing can be built by yourself? Wait, that's too crazy. So many details. こんな細かいところもありますか？やべえ。Is this game still simulator? Why you put so many details in this game? You know, I hope during the summer sale, more DLC will like sale. I want to buy all of them. I mean, most of them is only add more animal and habitat, everything. But I think that is nice. But let's see what animal we can get. Turtles. Bison. Wow, we can get some bear. Well, bear is expensive. We should be careful about that. Nekonala, hello. Welcome to my live stream. We are now playing Planet 2. And we are now playing 1 second. Mission. We need to learn how to build our zoo from scratch. It's a little bit scary. Since I knew about nothing. Let's see what thing we can that's a lot. Trying to exhibit large for super small animal. So we can only use this one, and we can show small animal to our guest. Okay. See? So this game really have a lot of detail. Of course, ATM. Of course, definitely. You know, I think one good thing is that it doesn't like the Jurassic Park, like Jurassic World again. You don't need to research or dig for fossil. It gives you all the options, but the downside is it gives you all the options. So it's so difficult. So difficult to handle all these things within short time. Yeah, I think let's go back to my menu and see the app things. If there's more tutorial ones, we shouldn't start from scratch. Yeah, tutorial. Yeah, we should go and bring. まずは練習ですね。Oh, and also because the Jurassic World 3 is almost on the theater, right? Maybe next time I'm going to play Jurassic World
Welcome to Madagascar.
Evolution.
Quite the change of scenery from dreary old England, huh?
Maybe before and
Apart from
after
the weather, I suppose.
that
They
time.
don't call these places rainforest for nothing.
I mean,
The
since
zoo you'll be working in is an
people go for
who are doing vitally
movie,
important conservation work.
they would
Not just
definitely
for
have more
apes, but for
interesting
all kinds of
in
species.
the
But
game.
apes?
And
Well,
when they search
apes are
about
some
that
of the
thing,
closest
maybe they
relatives to
could
humans there
see
are.
my
And
channel.
yet, the way the world treats them is like,
Maybe.
well, very much like some of us treat our actual
And
relatives.
because they are now free to play,
That's why
if
I'm
you have
determined
the
that our operation here
Xbox
does
Game
some good.
Pass,
If we can all leave some
So I
part
don't
of
need
the
to
world
pay
in a
for
better
more
state
money
than
for
we found it,
that.
we'll have lived lives worth living.
Ooh, you
And
guys really
speaking of
need a
states,
high
I have a
wall
horrible
for
feeling
that.
I left the house in a right one.
Since 8
But
know
when
how
I
to
get back,
climbing.
I expect my life won't be worth living at all.
Okay,
What do you think
such
of
a pretty
Madagascar then?
place.
Bit warm for my taste, to be honest. Anyway, this is
Nancy,
Burmese Primate
Nancy
Sanctuary.
Jones, you
It's not
say.
just primates, though. We've
Nancy
got all
Jones.
sorts of animals. So why don't we go and have a look at some of them, eh? We'll start by taking a look at the red-ruffed lemurs. They're the ones that look like they should be in a
Red-ruffed
Shakespeare play. Come on, let's head over to them.
Ray robbers? Lemurs? Here?
Red-ruffed lemurs are found in the rainforests of Massaoala. That's in northeast Madagascar.
Oh,
They can actually live anywhere from 15 up to 25 years.
Madagascar, you
Fancy that,
say.
Okay, when you're ready, let's go find our Bornean orangutans.
Let's see how detailed they are. Definitely not that much detail. In some places, people don't like to see the fur, the eye, the mouth. What are you all about? Why are you guys so happy? I don't know. Look at the highlight area here.
The Bornean orangutan is such a marvelous creature.
Bornean
They're always a big favourite at any zoo they feature
orangutan.
in, and they're also the biggest tree-dwelling animal on the planet.
Ah,
Assuming
you
you don't count
guys.
any lions that got stuck up one. Oh, why don't you take a better look at them? Open up their information panel and go into the animal camera. Aren't they just incredible? When you're ready, let's go and have a look-see at some of our beautiful bonobos. They're quite the characters.
Okay, locate the highlight area. Don't tell me this place only have apes. Is there an ape only part? No, it's not. But it's mostly apes and monkeys, things like that.
Oh dear! It looks like we've arrived just in time. One of the habitat's barriers has collapsed. And wouldn't you know it, one of the bonobos has made a run for it. We'll need to catch them. But before we do, we should box up the other bonobos to stop them escaping too. Select the habitat boundary to bring up the habitat information panel. Good. Now open the Animals tab.
Animals tab?
And click on Box All Animals to box up the remaining bonobos.
This one? Okay.
Now, we'll need a vet to recapture that escaped bonobo, but it seems our last one left to do some research in the wild. Not an ideal situation. So, we'll need to hire a replacement, sharpish. Go into the zoo section and then into the staff management area.
Staff management.
You can find all of your staff in here, but there's no time to go looking at their particulars at the moment. Hire a vet.
Hire a vet? A bat? A bat? How do I hire a bat?
Now, click on one of the paths to place the vet in your zoo. Great.
Just
Now let's
right
deal
in
with our
front of
escapee
him.
before they can cause too much havoc. Use the animal alerts to jump to the escaped bonobo. And then click on the
Call
Call
it.
Vet button to call the vet over to capture it. Okay, that's a relief. So while the vet deals with our bonobo friend, let's go fix up their habitat so they can't escape again. Head back over there. As you can see, the barrier's collapsed. Someone's taken their eye off the ball, obviously. Let's get this one replaced. Select the barrier and then we'll edit it. delete the broken section of barrier and replace it with a brand spanking new one.
Brand spanking new one, you say. Oh, maybe that is. No?
Good. Now that
I
we've
don't know
done
what's
that, we need
happened.
to
I
make sure
just
to
did
add
it.
fireproof
I don't know
barriers
what
to the top.
happened.
That way the bonobos won't be able to climb out. Just make sure you've got the correct piece of barrier selected
This
when
is
you do
speaker.
that.
Okay.
Nicely done. And I think it's high time we unbox those bonobos, wouldn't you say? The poor mites will get sad if we leave them in there for too long. Select the habitat barrier to bring up the habitat information panel again. And then open the animals tab.
Unbox all the animals.
And finally, click on unbox all animals to let them out. I expect some of them are fair bursting for the toilet. So, it turns out that as well as the old vet leaving, the zoo's mechanics did too. We'll need to hire a couple of new ones.
Already dealt with.
More
That's so
breakouts.
fast.
You see,
Hi,
mechanics
Disney.
do all sorts of helpful things around the zoo, but one of their most important jobs is taking care of the habitat barriers. Without mechanics around to repair them, the barriers will crack, crumble, and fall down. And before you know it, we'll be overrun with escaped animals. Go into the zoo section and then into the staff management area again.
I think we definitely need some road. Does that head for a stop? You see. All stop, all planes need to go through the crowd. He will make his work now less efficiency. It will reduce his working efficiency, right? See? He has to run through the crowd. So I was sending them back to the animal center. The gate is over here. The gate is over here. Okay. That's so far away. Yeah, because the gate is beside there. So I have to run. Always run and go down there. What?
Hire a mechanic and then click on a path to place them in the zoo.
Nope.
And then click on the path again to hire a second mechanic. As you can see, you don't have to go back into staff management if you're hiring lots of the same type of staff member.
Okay.
Gosh, we have been busy, haven't we? Good work there. I'm off for a cuppa. Oh, I think Bernie wants a word with you.
Bernie, what are you going to say to me?
Oh, I hear you had a bit of an issue with an escaped bonobo. The main thing is that you dealt with it swiftly, and more importantly,
So
without
many
the
monsters.
animals stealing someone's clothes, putting them on, and then walking out of the front gate.
You see, another key responsibility for our vets is animal research. Researching animals allows vets to unlock new enrichment items, additional information for our education resources, enhanced breeding programs, and improvements to food quality. The animals' food, not the vets. It'll take more than a research grant to improve the staff canteen. Anyway, as you can see, research is a key part of running your zoo. In order for a vet to undertake research, they require a research centre. And once
still
again,
need to
that's
do
something that this
researching.
zoo is missing. So let's build one. I've marked out an area for you to put it.
Research
Now,
center.
you've probably noticed that there's already a building where I want you to build the research centre. Don't worry. You see, the building that's currently there is actually a hollow shell. So we're able to place our new building inside of it. If you select the research center for placement and then hover over the shell, you'll see that it asks if you want to add the research center to the existing building.
No.
Okay, click to add it to the building. Oh, but that won't place it in just yet, though. First, we'll need to rotate our research center so it automatically connects to the path when we place it.
Make sure it connects to a path. It is. How about we adjust the path? How about this? No? Move it. 또できない?どうして? Let's control. Demolish. Build again.
Right. Splendid work. Now that we have a brand spanking new research center, we can give our vets something to do in there.
Okay.
By the way, it's worth
Search
noting the
what?
vets will only do research when they're not required to do any other jobs. That said, you can change what jobs a vet does via their information panel. But let's not worry about that just now. So, let's get our vet researching ring-tailed lemurs. Go to the zoo section and select vet research.
Lemurs?
Here, you can see a list of all the animals present in your zoo. And also all the potential
We don't
diseases
search
that can
for
occur.
all these
Now,
diseases
drag and drop your
and
vet
animals.
onto the ring-tailed lemur to start their research.
Ring-tailed lemur. そうですか。Drag and drop ring-tailed lemur. How do I?
Actually, thinking about it, I'm not sure we've got any education boards or speakers by the lemur's habitat.
Fun
Let's
fact.
head over there and add some, so our guests can learn
This
all
can't even
about
keep
the
fun
furry
fact.
little delights.
What did you say? I didn't hear you, Anne. Sorry. Go.
First off, let's pop down 2 education boards. Place them on the habitat barriers at a height that guests can see, or, if you like, pop them down on a stand.
Education sport, you see. Habitat education stand. Yeah, I always like to read these things when I go to the zoo or go to the aquarium.
Okay, now that they've been put into position, we have to tell them what animal to display information about. Select one of the education boards to bring up its information panel.
I need to select
And from the drop-down list,
by
select
myself.
ring-tailed lemur. Although I'm sure that last part was obvious. When you link an education board or a speaker to an animal, you need to make sure that said animal is close by. If it isn't, the guests will get confused and won't learn as much.
Alright.
Okay, now that we've done the education boards, let's pop down a pair of speakers. Speakers play audio to the guests so they can learn while they look at the animals, instead of having to go through the laborious process of reading. Oh, one thing to bear in mind is that it's important not to put the speakers too close together. If you do, the guests won't be able to understand what's being said.
Right.
Now we simply need to link the speakers to the ring-tailed lemurs, just like you did with the education boards.
I think this location is totally wrong. Let's put it here. to be better?
Fantastic.
こっちの
It's
方
worth
はもっと
remembering
いい
that
ですね。
education boards and speakers both need power to work. They won't do much good without it. Oh, it looks as though our vet has completed their research on ring-tailed lemurs. We'll need to collect the results. We can do that by clicking on the notification or by going back into the vet research area.
Another way to say.
Collect your research rewards. Just so you know, vets will continue to research an animal even after successfully completing a research level. I suppose when you're in the zone, you're in the zone. Well, now that we've enriched the lives of our guests, let's enrich the lives of our ring-tailed lemurs. Some animals, like lemurs, will have a climbing need. That means they have a requirement for a certain amount of climbing space, and you can fulfill that requirement by building them a climbing frame. Let's find out how much more
Climbing
climbing space
frames.
our lemur friends need, shall we? Select one of them and bring up their information panel.
Really looking for Lima playing with this? What?レイさん、こんばんは。こんばんはと。来てくれてありがとうございます。今はね、プレネスをプレイしていますね。レイさんは動物園が好きですか？アンナは好きですよ。動物園と水族館が大好きですよ。Climbable Amusementあ、そうですか。よかったですね。
Oh, that's a great climbing frame for them. They're going to absolutely love it. Do you know what would make them even happier, though? Nicer food. But that's true of all of us, though, isn't it? You can unlock better quality food for animals through research. Luckily, we've already unlocked some for the lemurs, so all that remains is to make sure they get served it from now on. Let's bring up the habitat information panel by selecting the lemur habitat.
Hey, come on, go back again. I want to see you jumping. どう？かわいいでしょ？ The detail is so good. See the eyes, see the fur, the mouth, even the teeth. かわいいですよね。よっ、続きますよ。これをあげる。どう？これじゃないの？ Set full quality. あ、full quality. ルイナさん、こんばんは。来てくれてありがとうございます。今はね、プレネスをプレイしていますね。ルイナさんは動物園と水族館が好きですか？アナは大好きですね。動物園。I still need to just what kind of things? きですか？いいですね。So I need to take care of these for food. Last meal party? How do I increase the meal party? Yeah, let's check the dialogue again.
Oh, that's
もう
a
一回
great
を
climbing
切
frame
れ
for
ま
them.
すね。
They're going to absolutely love it. Do you know what would make them even happier, though? Nicer food.
ちっ
But
ちゃ
that's
い。
true of all of us, though, isn't it? You can unlock better quality food for animals through research. Luckily, we've already unlocked some for the lemurs, so all that remains is to make sure they get served it from now on. Let's bring up the habitat information panel by selecting the lemur habitat.
So I need to select your habitat.
Lovely. Now select the Animals tab. There
Animal.
we go. As you can see, we can set the food quality in here. Just click
Food
on the
quality.
drop-down menu and select Grade 2 Food Quality. Grade 2 Food Quality. My mouth's already watering. So, a new climbing frame and better food. Oh, you've really
It's
spoilt those
running.
lemurs rotten.
Are you guys okay?
Now, I think it's time we looked at one of the
雨が
zoo's
降っ
most
ています
important
よ。
responsibilities.
みんな大丈夫ですか？
Releasing animals into the wild. You see, when we feel an animal is ready, we can release them into the wild. But what makes an animal a good candidate for release? Well, their age is an important factor. I mean, we can't release an animal that's a juvenile, just as we can't release one that's gotten too old. They'll also need to be fertile. After all, the idea
Fertile?
is to repopulate the wild, so the best candidates will have a high fertility gene. And together, the age and fertility of a candidate will determine how many conservation credits will be rewarded when we release them. Now, conservation credits are vitally important. They're the lifeblood of your zoo, because earning them allows you to adopt even more animals. And what's more, the animals you can adopt will be of a higher quality. So, with that in mind, let's pop over to our orangutan habitat.
あれは何？これ？これですか？
Okay, I'd like you to
虫
find
ですね。
the Bornean orangutan in the habitat and
虫
select
もあ
it.
りますね。
You can either click through each orangutan in turn, or select the habitat
面
barrier,
白
go
い。
to the animals tab in the habitat information panel, and find him in the animals list.
What? Release? I think it's his name. Use name. This one. Release you back to the wild. I think your friend will be sad and all the stuff. But it's time for you to go. Goodbye.
I know it's sad to see him go, but he'll be happy out in the wild. And he's a wonderful candidate for release. Young, strong, and fertile. Excellent work there. You've definitely got potential, you know.
Ah, I see you've been doing some homework. Although, it hardly seems like work when you're learning about something as adorable as a ring-tailed lemur. I imagine I'd have got much better grades at school if there'd been less algebra and more algebra. Tortoises.
Okay, so far we've done a lot of work with habitat animals, but now it's time to learn
Where
all
is
about
that?
exhibit animals. Let's build a brand new exhibit. I've marked an area for our new exhibit. How about we head
This
over
one.
there? Lovely. Now let's build a new exhibit in the gap that's been left. Just add it to the building like we did with the research centre earlier, then pop it into the gap.
Exhibit. This one.
Perfect. The next thing to do is adopt an exhibit animal to go in there. How about a Gila monster? Open up the exhibit trading section and adopt
Gila
one.
monster. Gila monster? That is your name.
Just as we do with habitat animals, we need to send the Gila monster to the exhibit. Click on the exhibit to send it there. When you send an animal to an exhibit, it'll automatically be given the correct setup. But that
So
doesn't
there we
mean
go.
it's completely ready for them.
Not
So
completely
let's finish
ready.
it off.
I can
We'll start by adding
I
some
can adjust the
enrichment items.
detail.
Click on the
This
exhibit to
place
bring up
is
its
so
information panel.
detailed. This place is so detailed, and I can still adjust the detail. Wow.
Good. Now click on the Layout tab. Oh, well, it looks like we've only got the Enrichment Level 1 items unlocked at the moment. Never mind, let's turn on at least one of them for the Gila monster. As I'm sure you know by now, you can unlock more enrichment levels by having one of your vets do some research. Now we'll also need to set the temperature and humidity in the exhibit. These are vitally important for keeping our Gila monster happy and comfortable. Click on the Climate tab. Here you can see the Gila monster's desired temperature and humidity. You can change both of these by adjusting the dials below. Make sure it's going to be nice and cozy.
Okay.
That's the ticket. And the last thing we need to look at is setting up the different windows. So click on the Windows tab.
Windows
You can
tab.
edit and customize any of the windows on an exhibit. A window can be closed and blank, or have a 2-dimensional background, or even a 3-dimensional background on it. Why don't you have a play around with the options? There's also an exhibit education board. Pop them down near your exhibits
That's
to teach your
cool.
guests about them.
That's so
Let's add
cool.
one now.
This one. We can put it here. Maybe like this.
Just like the education boards and speakers we put down for the ring-tailed lemurs, you'll need to link these to the Gila monster. Go on.
Gila monster. Gila
Lovely
monster.
stuff. Now our guests can learn all about our venomous friend here. Right, now I've got a bit of a big job for you. I need you
job
to
for me?
increase the number of species in the zoo. You'll probably want to adopt both habitat and exhibit animals to do so, which will mean building plenty of new habitats and exhibits for them. Go on, off you pop. I'll check in with you when you're almost done.
Okay, so now I need to breathe. I need to build more. 12 species? How many we got right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We need to adopt another 3. Past reserve is complete. That's a good thing. We only have the Bonobo, orangutan. So we can adopt these guys. And maybe hippos. We still got next page. Western chimpanzee. Why are animals' names so difficult to pronounce? Why? Those there. we only got people. How do I increase mine? Okay. Alright, let's think about it. Where do you find a good place for members? Maybe like here? Should be a good place. Anyway, first thing first, maybe we get size 75%. This animal's being adopted for cash, it cannot be reduced to wild. Okay, fine. Time remaining. Animal's being adopted for cash, it cannot be wild. I don't worry about that. Okay, let's build some new habitats. Barrier. I think longer. Yeah, I can make longer. Why I'm still using glasses? What's wrong? Do I really need viewers long? I'm wondering. これの必要がありますか? I mean, I'm just here to finish the mission, so we should be fine. Okay, like that. And we need... Species... What is that man? The name is so... weird. I think it's this. Shelter. Some bedding. Heater, I don't know about that, maybe later. Something for them to play with. Some water. And a rocket, honey. I don't need to check egg lock, right? Maybe a normal one is good enough. And I need to build a pace. Also for my gas. Something like that should be fine. And let's just add an animal to see what they need. Let's find time. Wait, the barrel is rolling away? That's crazy. This guy is crazy. Okay, so what you need? To toy? Toy you say? Okay. Oh. Higher. Robin Taylor. What is this? Not benefit from living with a several range of suitable fish? Huh? Interspecies bonus? Who is your interspecies? Maybe Supedia will teach me? Endangered? Interbreed as a life cycle at New Zealand. Maybe something social. No, there's no interspecies. How do I increase that? Should be fine. They don't need that. Navigable swimming area. Okay, swimming area. Different. Ooh. How do I give them swimming area? Could I build swimming pool by myself? できますかな? Deきねー。どうしよう。I think I found a good idea. We just made a barrier long enough. I know it's still bad. I think it's working. Can I destroy it? How about destroy things? How do I destroy things? Just using did it? It should be fine. Wall here should be higher. So this one. Can I change it to flat top? Doesn't matter. Okay. Fine. How about now? College? More brand increase, you say? Nature. Where you come from? Tropical? Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Everything's fine now, right? That's new story about that. How about we just change the video quality for you guys? This will solve your problem. 次は only have 10s, we still need the other 3 animals. Prices, problem, species. How to see if we already have or not? It's difficult. I don't think we have the western monkey already, so maybe we can buy some of these guys. And build another barrier, a very high one. What's happened there? I know it's a mess. It's because I trying to finish the mission as quick as possible. Let's put in the monkeys. 네, monkey 와보고 거기 오면 we don't have road. Okay, that's a little problem. We can fix that. See? Little problem. And the other side, barrier. Just use the gate. Then it should be fine. Move the trees away. Okay, dropping the monkey. I know we don't have anything for them, but should be fine. Where's our star? Where are they? Oh, here he comes. Okay, stop high. So the monkey won't suffer. The monkey won't suffer from having nothing. 우리가 렌틸리마. So got these things. Also, I think you guys are in. Hello, English gaming. Hello, welcome to my live stream. You almost remind me of a friend. Coaster, yes. But Planet is building zoo only, I think. It's not like a theme park. It's the third species. I think we could directly get some more animals by using this habitat thing. Not put on roll. No. We're here. No. Maybe here. Exhibit? How do I change this? Wait, animal trading. Normal cat. How do I change you to exhibit? This one. Okay. Maybe by the snail.
My, you have been busy, haven't you? Splendid! But now that you've adopted all these lovely new species, we need to make sure they're nice and happy. So let's get the average welfare across the zoo nice and high, shall we? And by we, I mean you. Go on, get to it!
Change things like 40, 60. Temperature really higher. Okay. Now. Maybe I should send some people to research you. So you got bad research. You just stop now. You just stop to research snails and you roll up. And next thing is we need to fix a habitat for monkeys. What you guys need? Richmond, of course. Western. Yes. And toy. Okay, toys fine by now. We can fix meal quality later. Unique vibing area. Maybe the biggest one. Okay. College. No tropical. Oh. Water. Okay. Trees. No. Okay, so that one finished. Waters. Okay, let's see what happens next. There's high, right? You guys happy now? Follow me. A shelter, bedding, available water, outdoors of course. Cannot forget to put full filter and water. And let's up something. Let's check if we fix the problem. Hot shelter. Wait, what happened to your 40 to 60, you say? Escape? Why? Emergency capture. Hold an urgent. Maybe we send some more friend. Suicide and continue. And about the monkey things, I think we need to add the anti-gliding things on it. Wait. No, we can. How we fix this problem? Maybe we make the wall even higher. Like super high. We cannot climb out. Yeah, I don't think I will going to keep monkey in my zoo. Why do you need high walls? Because the monkey climbing out. Monkeys climbing out. See this one? I know what's the problem. No keeper can go to there. Let's just move these things away. Like here. Entrance. Window. Something like this. And cold. Our. people to fix problem. That's urgent. Let's go. Oh, and I can unbox the monkey now. Don't climb out again, you guys. Okay? So let's see. We need to reach the total welfare to like 90%. So the problem we need to fix is you guys. What's wrong with you guys? What do you need? You feel boring? That's the easy problem.
Lovely job there. You
Whee!
should be proud of yourself. Not only have you
We
expanded
got a
the
golden
zoo
star.
and
We can return to menu. Nope,
kept the
I'm
animals
not
as
going to
happy as
saving this. Panda Park, you say? In China, right? So what we need to learn there? Let's check out what we need to learn over there.
Pandas. They're my daughter's favorite animal.
Pandas.
I think it's fair to say that if ever there was an animal which is captured
Wow,
the
this
public's
place is
imagination,
so
it's
Chinese.
pandas.
All the
Oh, well,
building.
that's assuming you ignore cats and dogs. Obviously, it'll
The
take more
style
than a
is
cute
good,
bear to
I
knock them
think.
off of the top spot. Oh, but did you know? Thanks to the incredible conservation work that's being done in China and around the world, pandas are no longer endangered. Amazing!
Already?
That said, they're still
They're
considered
not in danger
vulnerable.
anymore.
So, this zoo is
That's
extraordinarily
nice.
lucky and honored to be
That's
part of that conservation effort.
lecturing of
It really speaks to our
animal
reputation,
protection.
a reputation that you're going to be in charge of maintaining, along with all the general maintaining too. I really can't tell you how important the welfare of those pandas is. Oh, wait, I can.
What
It is
the hell?
vitally important. The eyes of the world
They
are
are still
on
in
you,
danger?
my friend. Although,
Or maybe when this
perhaps
game
more
came
pressingly,
out,
the eyes of Nancy are on
the
you
timing
too.
is not in danger.
welcome to China. This is Bernie's brand new Panda Celebration Zoo. So
Panda
new, in fact, that it's
Celebration
not quite
Zoo?
finished, but we'll deal with that later. First, let's take a tour of the zoo. Obviously, the giant pandas are the main attraction for this zoo, and luckily for us, we have one which was born just a few days ago. Let's go and have a look at it.
That's scary.
Go on, don't be shy. Select the panda cub.
팬다가 너무 배고프겠어. Whoa.
And click on the camera to enter animal camera mode. Oh, doesn't it just warm the cockles of your heart? So cute! Did you know giant pandas, or Ailuropoda melaleuca, if we're being formal, are the only entirely herbivorous bears?
No.
They can actually eat up to 38 kilos of bamboo a day.
Could you
Not
not
that surprising,
directly
given that they'll
walk
spend up to 14
through
hours
your
a day chopping
child?
away. I don't imagine this little fluff ball has that kind of appetite yet, though. Oh no. I just got word from one of our keepers that a sable antelope was placed into a habitat without going through quarantine first, and that they're displaying signs of disease.
What?
We'll have to move them into quarantine to stop the infection from spreading to the other animals. To do that, go to the highlighted habitat, find the infected animal, and then select them to bring up their information panel.
Doing
Good.
that.
Now click move and then transfer them into quarantine. I've highlighted the quarantine facility in the zoo for you.
Hmm?
Oh, phew.
Okay.
That's a relief. Now that we've stopped the infection from spreading any further, we need to build a vet surgery so the antelope can be treated and then returned to his habitat. I've already highlighted where I'd like you to build it, so why don't we head over there? In order to build the vet surgery, click on Facilities, Staff
surgery?
Facilities, and then Vet Surgeries.
Staff facility. Vet surgery. Which one would you use? Panda Park? Of course, why not?
That's the job. Vet surgeries play a very important role in a zoo, as they're the only places that vets can treat the animals. Once there's room for the antelope, the vet will pick them up from quarantine and bring them to the surgery. Yes, diseases can spread through a habitat quite easily, especially if the water inside it isn't being cleaned regularly. As it happens, I just got a report that one of our water treatment facilities has broken down, and the water in the flamingo and saltwater crocodile habitats has gotten dirty.
Serious
I've
detail.
highlighted the water treatment facility for you, so you should go and check it out.
You can see animal from here. What the hell? Schooling us now. What
Click
the
on the
human?
water treatment facility to bring up its information panel.
Where? This one?
Yes, I don't think you need a degree in mechanics to tell that this thing's thoroughly banjaxed. Click Call Mechanic to get them to come over and fix it for us. So, just to explain, water treatment facilities work in a similar manner to power sources, in that they have a radius of influence around them. That means any
Fast.
body of water which is even
Need to
partly
be
within that
faster.
radius will be cleaned automatically. Also, like power sources, if they get damaged, that radius of influence will shrink, meaning that it might stop cleaning water sources which were only just within its reach. If you want to check how much of your zoo is covered by your water treatment facilities, then there's a heat map you can use to see the coverage. That way, you can quickly spot problem areas and rectify the issue. Good work. Now that the water treatment facility has been repaired, the water will be cleaned up in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. You can also use mechanics to repair power facilities, transport rides, bins, benches, signs, and, as you already know, habitat barriers. Now, I'll be honest, I'm still a little worried about that disease scare we had, so I think we should do some research into it. Doing research into a disease can help prevent future outbreaks of it. And even if we do have an outbreak, it'll make the disease much less potent. I'd like you to start some research into bordetalosis. Disease research can be found in vet research, so head over to your research centre and get one of the vets researching it. Lovely job. Once that research is complete, I expect we'll send that disease packing in no time.
Okay. So what is next?
Whew, that was a close run thing with those
Workshop.
antelopes. I dread to think what might have happened if you hadn't got them into quarantine as quickly as you did. Fast
This
thinking
place a
there.
mess.
We
What's
had
happened
a
here?
horrible outbreak of viral gastroenteritis here at Goodwin House. Although, luckily, that was just limited to me and my wife.
Right. Now that we've got all our urgent tasks in hand, we can start to focus on the guests and improving their time in the park. You see, you can also do research into new and improved guest facilities, transport rides, as well as new types of barrier and other things via the workshop. I've highlighted the workshop for you, so head over there, select it, and then click on View Workshop. And finally, assign a mechanic to research souvenir shops by dragging and dropping them onto it. I can't wait to
This
see what they
one?
come up with. Great stuff. That research will take a little while, so let's have a look at something else in the meantime. Because we've had some good news.
Good news, you say. The treatment's
It
finished?
turns out that we're allowed to adopt more giant pandas. The
What?
authorities have given us 3 females to help with our breeding program. Even so, I'm sure you know how notoriously difficult it is to get pandas to breed, so we'll have to be patient. Our current giant panda habitat is full to the brim, but luckily we've already got another habitat ready to go. But
so this
before we move our new pandas in, they'll need to go through
Oh.
quarantine. Of course, we can't
Where?
do that until we've accepted them. So open up animal trading and go into the animal reward section.
I need to accept them
Just click
first.
transfer to animal storage next to each of the pandas, and then they'll be sent
Okay.
there. Finally, we can send them from animal storage to quarantine. To do that, just select them in animal storage, then click send to zoo, and then click on the quarantine facility in the zoo. Don't worry, I've highlighted it for you so you can find it easily.
Alright.
While we wait for them to clear quarantine, you should set up their new habitat so they feel at home in there. I'll also need you to bring over one of the male pandas from our other habitat, because without him, we're not going to have much of a breeding program, are we? So go on, move him over and get everything set up for your pandas.
Do. Moving. Hurry. Grand hangover. I need to check the panda's condition to know how we fix the habitat. Food and toys. Giant panda. Then it should be fine. Grass, more short grass. This long grass, you say? Okay. Right. Cabbage. Asia. Oh, that's coming in, actually. No? This not helping. Maybe some trees could help the problem. Could help with the problem. fix it looks very ugly problem later. I'm here for tutorial. I'm not here to build my own zoo for now. I'm still learning how to play the game, okay? Thank you for that. Okay, then you sure it's fine by now. Huh? どう？あ、全然大丈夫そうだ。Use filter. I already finished that. What are you doing? Terry Warfare. Ah, feeding station. Of course. Food.
Good news. Our new female pandas have been given a clean bill of health. You'd best move them into the new habitat so they can settle in. And I hope you've made their habitat as comfy as possible, because animals will only breed if they're happy.
Okay. So. We can already move them out. Okay, that's nice. Yo.
Oh, bless. I think they'll be really happy in there.
Hire
Fingers crossed we'll
and
see some
assign
lovely
work
new
zone
cubs
to
sooner
one
rather
keeper.
than later. Right. While they're being delivered, we'd better get on with something else. Oh, dear me. There's never any
Keeper.
time to rest when you're running a zoo, is there? Well, unless you hit the pause button. Okay, I think it's time I taught you all about work zones. I know, they don't sound as interesting as the animals, but trust me, they're ever so useful. You see, work zones are a way of making sure that your staff concentrate on specific habitats or tasks within the zoo, so they aren't wandering off
So I
elsewhere
can
when
make
it's time to feed
you
the animals or
focus
the like.
on here.
So let's start by creating a new work zone and then assigning a keeper to it so that they know to look after the new pandas. To do that,
Okay.
go into the zoo section, then click on staff and then work zones.
Snap, work zone.
Then click on your new keeper to bring up their information panel and go to their employment tab. At the bottom, you can assign them to your new work zone from the drop-down menu. Now, click on New Work Zone. To set up your new work zone, I'll need you to select the highlighted habitat gate, staff room and keeper hut. Oh, and don't forget to name it something useful. Once you're done, just go ahead and exit the work zone creator.
Okay. No stop run. Not really. Circle around. Okay, you should be fine. Then where is the...
Now let's hire a new keeper and assign them to our new work zone. We don't want them getting distracted by other goings-on in the zoo.
You should be
Go on,
around.
hire one.
I already had one. What are you talking about? That's crazy. How about that? Wait, what? Did I break again? このゲームは壊れちゃったの? You're a keeper, right? Workzone manager. Workzone 10.
There you go.
Yup.
Now your keeper will focus his attention on our new pandas. Oh, and just so you know, all types of staff can be assigned work zones. Just make sure that they have access to all the buildings that they need. And one last thing, you might find it faster to assign them from the work zones tab in the staff section of zoo management. That'll save you having to chase around selecting your staff one by one. Oh, it sounds like the brand research has been completed. You should collect your rewards, and you can do that by clicking on the notification or by going back into mechanic research. Now that we've got our lovely new Just a Memento shop designed, you should build one of them near the zoo's exit. That way the guests won't miss it on their way out and we won't miss out on their money.
Okay. Where is it? Here? Why? Why? We cannot do a presentation? Huh? This one? What's happened?
Oh, that's ever so wonderful, that is. Anyway, I'm just off for a moment, but I'm sure I'll have some more jobs for you to look at shortly.
Okay, after this one.
Aw, those pandas look just adorable. I can see why people keep foolishly forgetting that they're wild bears. And good work on that new gift shop branding. Just a memento. Very clever. Much better than our old overpriced gifts branding. I'm all for truth in advertising, but it was perhaps a little on the nose.
Back as promised. Right, I'd like you to increase the number of different species in the zoo. Now, you can find out what species are already in your zoo by going into the zoo section and then into the animals area. And if you're wondering how you're going to fit them all in, then mixed species habitats are a great way to save space and create interesting habitats.
At least
Just make
18
sure to check
species
the
in the
Zoopedia
zoo.
to find out which species enjoy living together. E.g., don't mix lions with antelopes.
Okay, maybe we should just have some exhibit animal. It should be easier. この本はもっと簡単ですね。やりましょう。空間がいないね。We can float. We can float. I mean, it's convenient, but stupid. You know, in some game they will give you power, or some support, some basement. So to prevent this thing happen, but I think it's fine. Let's see what we can get. What do we already have in our zoo? We already have this. And scorpion and a snail. And who are you? Snake? So maybe we cannot use that to fulfill our only 3 of you. Not anymore. Okay. Still need 1 more. It should be easy. Maybe we remove some tree from here. And we build another habitat. Not habitat. Build another habitat. Gooey. What animal we don't have now? We have a lot of animals. Is this game mission based? No, it's not. But if you finish some mission, you can earn some reward. And because I want to go through the tutorial to learn how to play this game. See? All this thing. So that's why I'm doing this. So what about now? So what we should buy? Red panda maybe? Do we have red panda already? Red panda. Oh, we have red panda. How about the crocodile things? Already? We don't have bear. We don't have bear, so maybe we can get one bear. Maybe you. Okay, now I can do the last happy day we need. Definitely make the wall higher. It's a bear, it's a little bit dangerous. And maybe like one-way glass. It will be better for a bear. Send for the loose. Wait, what? Why? We don't have a gate. Is the gate the problem? Gate? Okay. Can we send him now? Nope. Let's be off. Okay, we need to fix the problem. So this is happening. In research, that is what we cannot do. Maybe 29, 1985. You 16. No, 25 or 30. 97. Yeah, about you. Wait. 80 to 90. 86 will be fine. Alright. See, we should do it for now, then we wait for the bear.
I'm sure you know by now how to make your animals happy, so you'd best get that sorted before the inspector gets here. Sorry, did I not mention there was an inspector coming? Oh dear.
Mystery. Formosa Formosan bird there. Okay. And toy. Nothing's okay, Karen. Less grass long. More grass raw and more soil. Unique climbing area. High habitat. Climbing. Okay, and maybe some shelter. Almost forgot. Yeah, I know it's ugly. Sorry for that. I need some food at the station. Okay, should be fine for the pair by now. Right? Nutrition. The meal quality is not my problem actually. Cabbage. What happened to you guys? What's wrong? I already told people to fix you. Why there's no people coming? Why there's more people coming to you guys? Wondering. Hey, should be fine by now? Right? No? Yeah, stuff is coming. Why the problem is not solved? It is increasing. Wait, how you escape? How? That wasn't all we need to do for now. 90, you say? Well, That's so bad. Why were us people coming to draw some things? Maybe we lower this thing down. Will we move it? Now we took the path away first. And delete? Not. Yeah, I'm moving away fast. Then move this one, drop down. Like this. Now the path again. If this won't fix the problem, then I don't know what to do. We're all connected. Should be fine by now, I think. The setting is so right. No, it's not. Call people. I will drop some keeper directly. Oh, you again? What's happened here? Why did I always escape? Is the barrier destroyed? What just happened? How he escaped? Okay, so do we fix the problem now? What happened to you? Your social is not enough? You're still dying? Why? I only told Keeper to help you. Where's my Keeper? Fix problem? No? What the? Yeah, I don't need it right now. I don't need it anymore. You don't actually find a very fast way. You like to just send those unhappy animals to the wild? to fix our problem? Right? Right, guys? Okay. 88? Who is not happy? What happened to you guys? Toy is not good enough? Okay. Who's your name? Gregor. What? Okay, let me fix the problem. Coloring is not good enough. That's too much. Okay. Coverage is too much. So now, we fine.
Looks like you've got everything humming away nicely. Well done.
See?
Ooh,
That's how we fix the problem.
It seems that with our new
You fix
pandas
those
and other
animals who
species,
is
we've
not
attracted
cooperating.
Lots of new guests. Let's work on making sure those guests are kept happy. That means making sure they have great views of the animals, lots of places to buy food and drink, and, well, lots of places to get rid of food and drink. Toilets. You should think carefully about where to put your guest facilities, though. For instance, don't put all of the food shops in the same place. Just look at how the guests are distributed around the park and put your facilities where they'll be needed the most. As long as you remember to pay attention to what the guests are thinking, you'll soon have a handle on what everyone wants.
Thirsty? No. Toilet? Not. Energy? Oh, little people around this place tired. So maybe some place for them to get some rest. Do we have any resting area for our custom? Okay, let's see if we fix that problem now. They're not. They're just finished the brew and leaving. Okay. Question should be. Should be. This is cosmic call. Used for drinking one. Information center. reply. Information center. Not a group. Don't show me a group one anymore. I didn't choose any group. I think this can have some UI problem. Press 5 things. Trash can, you say? Don't
Sounds like
escape
the
again.
inspector's almost here. Now, I fully expect you to pass with flying colours. Anything less, and I might have to organise a little job exchange scheme for you with whoever's mucking out the pandas.
Inspector, arriving at you say. Don't worry about that. Come on, show me what you can get. Overpriced? That's not a problem. Let's see. 5 star, 5 star. That's nice. Yeah, let's follow her to see what's happened. If we can fulfill its requirements. And I think for tomorrow I will take a break. Since it's the first day I enter the factory. I think I will be very tired, no matter physically or mentally. 明日はね、配信お休みの予定がありますね。明日は初めて工場に入りのことですね。
Goodness! You know, I really can't believe just how much you've come on during our time together. It goes to show.
We finish all things and it's also the time. Actually I need to finish my live streaming like an hour ago. But since we already play always, we should be fine. So our live streaming is over. Thank you all for coming. If you like my channel, please press like button and subscribe. If you want more information, you can follow me on Twitter. ではでは、本日の配信はここまで終わりました。来てくれてる皆さん、ありがとうございます。あゆさん、にゃらさん、もぐざさん、マスコンさん、ファビアンさん、アッタさん、ネコナラさん、レイさん、ルイナさん、エンアイスクミンさん、みんな聞いてくれてありがとうございますね。よろしければ、チャンネル登録と Twitter フォローよろしくお願いいたします。では、ちょっと、よろしければ高評価、チャンネル登録と Twitter フォローよろしくお願いいたします。じゃ、またねー。バイバーイ。Hope you have a good night. おやすみなさーい。バイバーイ。